Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Universalis Free Divine Wind as England. Now, in the last episode we were sat on the edge waiting to crusade against the Mamluks, or the Egyptians as I'm going to say, because I always mispronounce the Mamluks. Probably not correct, but it's how I've always seen them. So yes, let's do this. And you can go to Aleppo. Focus on full speed. And that started a war straight away, a naval battle with them straight away because they was there. Probably not bad because they've got their navy quite spread out, so it's nice to tie some of it down. The tellers of a peasants' war in Hungary. And the Battle of the Gulf of Cyprus has been won. If you'd like to come to Rhodes, pick up this ship, these guys even. We lost the Battle of Ladoc. Wait, I sent the other army there as well, didn't I? Hunting rebels, but doing sod all. Maybe it's too far away. No, it's only 3 provinces. And that meant all their men had died. Byzantium's doing good, yes, and I'm hopefully... Did anyone join the Mamluks? No. The Ottomans ditched them because they're losing their war. Should have seen that one coming, but I didn't. Being that that's about the only army I can see, I'll detach a siege and I'll have a go at it. And actually you might as well come off the ships and land there as well. That's won and destroyed. Now the larger of the two, detach a siege. Then one of you go there, or one of you go to Damascus. If you come back up and we'll pick up the remnants of the First Crusade, who have been the last to join this war. Or the last of the troops I plan to send who will be joining this war. But, you know, the veterans. Some say, you know, they're the battle-hardened ones, you send them in first. I just don't want them to die. Oh, wait. And it's looking like I might do the same as what I did in the last one, and have the ships die from them being out too long. Look at that 15% attrition of a month. Really need to tell him to make land somewhere. Not land, yeah. And that's him on land. Go back to Rhodes. And what I should have done is split in half, one there, and one there. I'll wait for them troops to get there, then I'll move my larger stacks down. To be honest, I've wasted some sieging time in Sidon, but it's not that much. And a revolt, and let me guess. Oh, you are actually off to that one. That's nice. Now you're free to come and head to Judea. If I detach another siege, do you go into the... You don't go into the red yet on the... I believe the red's when you don't get the combined bonus thing anymore. So if you go to higher Hawanarain, Transjordan, that's one of the sieges won. So most likely, if you go down to Judea, okay, that hooked the wrong way round. The army of Ireland will get there in time, just basically to be relieved by you. And good, you're following. Just wanted to double check that's working. And they've got pretender rebels as well. They might have been able to bring back their army. The Ottomans are collapsing by the looks of things. Oh well, they've got a good hold on the... I don't just want to say Turkish. No, not culture. Region. Anatolia or Asia Minor is what I wanted to say anyway. But it looks like the European holdings might fall, and that's all that they'd really grown with. You know, the holdings on Asia Minor weren't all that immense. Battle of Hammer, and he's off home, so that is actually working now at least. So you stay there. You move on to Gaza, just gives me a bit of foresight on what's going on. If you detach a siege and go to Al-Karaka, and then you'll most likely end up doing the same and going to Negev. Walls are breached, so will 2,000 men be enough? Yes, and this is... 12,000 to attack 13,000, that's fine. Because hopefully before you get up there a few more sieges will finish and I'll be able to send support. In fact, you go to Negev and just try and finish up these troops. You get there on the 13th, you get there on the 19th, that's fine, that'll just be reinforcements. Siege of Beirut has gone, so if you go up onto Apollo as well, Aleppo. Okay, and if you also go over there. And the Timurids don't seem to be interested in coming into our occupied lands, so that's probably not a bad thing. You're all off to Damascus, so I'll go to Damascus again. We want to leave 2,000 in you, 2,000 in you, 2,000 in you. You can go all the way over to Detrimentia, and if you go to Siena. Sinai. How the hell did I say Siena? It's Sinai. Oh, and we've got the magistrates we need, so I was on the right page anyway. Let's commission one. It's really a waste, but I'm pretty sure that having the actual 100% adds a lot more chance onto getting the full 6. What does the infamy guy look like? I can't actually remember, so I'm going to quickly actually pause and I'll come back when I know. Okay, I'm back and I found him. It's actually a diplomat I wanted, and per level it's 0.05 infamy. I wish it would say year, month, because it calculates so many different things at so many different times. Anyway, we get a level 5, not perfect, but it'll do. And it was a diplomatic skill guy we was getting rid of. So we're getting a diplomat instead of diplomatic skill. But let's go for him. Okay. And yeah, that's going to help us reduce it a bit. Not much. It's amazing how much just our current ruler being ace is actually doing this. In fact, is our next king? Oh, best. I paused the timer when I went looking, because obviously I don't want off-camera time to count, but... Is our next diplomat brilliant again. In fact, more administrative than military, but 885 instead of 688. Oh, right, he's actually on average, well not average, in total one less, but you can't complain. Still quite possibly one of the greatest rulers in the world. We've accidentally timed this war with... Why does the pause thing keep... Oh yeah, I've just tweeted why its speed keeps slowing down. My current recording button is set to the minus because whereas the default fraps button F9 works alright in this game, and to be honest in Civ as well, it brings up the demographic, but that's all fine. The Fallout, it tries to quick load or quick save or something, so I didn't want to accidentally do that, so I moved it. It's just been bugging me all that, and I've just noticed. Well, we're not going to need anything from cultural tradition for a while, so we'll get the magistrate, and I'll have to see Judea. Yes, revolt, which should be dealt with, and I'll trust that it will be dealt with. Who's the one who's not moving? You go to Sinai then, and you move on to Cairo. Pretenders, you have to get Cairo, not Alexandria. Out of curiosity, what's the war score looking like? Only 14%. And with the ones that I've already... Yeah, it's going to need at least like a 50% war score, I think, for the items that I said I was going to want. There's 2 bad provinces there to join them up as one land, but I don't know if I'd want to do that, and I don't think I could get Alexandria in one war. Yep, it was a bad decision to use that as I want to prove whether it was working or not, because it was already where it was, and we've got a slider change. We're already fully at quality, which is probably one reason why we're doing quite well in this war. Let's get a little bit more centralised. Large revolts. Some of them are already in Avenger, but it's not a bad one to test. Is one army enough to deal with these rebels and then go off to get the next ones? Come on, Sidon. And you're moving on to the next one. Good. Well, my ships are nicely healed up, so let's see if we can't capture a few of them in a battle. Should be some nice war score added on. Just going to quickly pause, my throat seems a little bit tickly. And back again, hopefully my voice will not be as tickly anymore. Now, if it was sounding a bit funny, I apologise, but not much I can do for a tickly voice every now and again, actually, sorry, but let's carry on. And yes, you are dealing with the rebels fine. You're nicely just swimming around and dealing with, and remember to increase the speed again. Nicely just swimming around dealing with them ships. Another revolt in France, but I expect this. It's newly conquered land. It's going to hate me anyway. And then the infamy that I've got. Holy hell, it's not going to like that. You've had one less siege sort of knocked out of you, so let's do that. You stay there, and you move on to the delta. Now the armies have been sort of split down to the same size, at least. Byzantium's over there as well. Byzantium. Oh, I missed it. What did Byzantium get out of the war? I hate using this thing to try and find what's happened. Oh, I can't be bothered. They didn't seem to get anything. They was doing alright, unless is their core's been removed? No, not that I can see. Well, they don't have a core in Thrace anymore. Do the Ottomans start with a core in Thrace? Anyway, it looks like the Ottomans are going to take Karma anyway, so which the Spanish actually set them up for, so that's a good thing. Siege of Sidon. So you'll end up marching over to the Delta. Hopefully by the time you get there, they will then deal with some pretender rebels for the Mamluks. Oh, they're running away, even better. And that is the end of this episode. I think we've done reasonably well. You know, we've conquered a good swath of Egypt. I'm going to have to stop trying to save the Mamluks, because I believe I'm saying it wrong, and there's sometimes when I know I'm getting something wrong I don't really care. There's other times when I'm thinking, oh, you bloody idiot. Anyway, Uh, that was the buzzer, so that is the end of the episode. I would like to thank you for watching, and I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.